The markets is going crazy right now. So a few days ago, I uploaded videos where I was showing you guys literally what's going on in the markets, what's happening, and how you can take advantage of it. So right now, I want us to quickly take a look at the updates because I can see the market really moved insanely. And one thing that I like as well is that you'd be able to just set yourself up in the right way before you can even get into NFP trading, because just by understanding how the technicals work, even when you are getting into the fundamentals, it'll be much more easier of you because you're going to go in with confidence. The ultimate thing that we're trying to achieve here, especially when it comes to trading, is entering the markets with confidence, but not confidence to go 10x or 100x, but confidence to be able to know that the trade that you're placing, it's a high probability trade, but at the same time, you are going to be following through with your plan and at the same time respecting risk. But right now, one thing that I have is the dollar index. I remember just a few days ago, we spoke about price literally coming back right at the third touch, which is the first touch here, second touch, and this exact third touch. I'm not gonna actually, go and explain all that I saw on the previous video with you guys. What you can do is you can just go back to the previous video and check out the exact same thing that we spoke about, so that it's easier of you to understand how we see things before they even move. So right now I can simply see that here we've got this third touch, and then we were looking for that sell, guys, and I said only if price breaks above here is when I'm gonna start looking for a buy. And then boom, the price started selling. It broke below here, it broke below here, and now we're coming all the way down to here. This is where we are coming. This is what I believe, like, on the next few days, price will maybe just retrace a bit, but it will still continue to come all the way down here, which is amazing. I'm excited with just what's happening here, especially on the dollar index. But let's take a look at Euro USD. The same thing happened. I remember when I was on a session looking for buys somewhere here, and I even spoke it out to the team members that, guys, right now as price is going upwards, yes, it's ready, but for me, I'd like a retest. But you can simply see price came back, gave us that nice retest, plus at the same time this hammer. See what happened after it. Just by looking at this, obviously I can just even adjust my structure more like this, and at the same time more like this, boom boom. So it's a beautiful pattern. That's a continuation, impulse, correction, and then impulse, and you can see this hammer, and then boom, price started shooting upwards, broke above here, went back to retested here, and then price still continued to impulsively go up. Second take profit here. This was first take profit, this was second. It broke above, and now we're just going all the way high, on which right now, if I can just go back to the daily, we're coming back up to that daily take profit, which is going to be more likely here at the top. So this is amazing, guys. This is insane. This is what I'm seeing price doing. So obviously NFP is going to be, literally soon, in a few hours time. So it's going to also need us to be able to pay extra attention to this. GBPUSD, I believe same thing happened, but I was not really convinced, because I believe that there could have been a potential of it coming here at the 90% rule, which is somewhere around here before it shoots upward. And yeah, I remember when it was still here, I was like, yeah, there's a chance of it going up, but there's a chance at the same time for it coming here. So entering it, putting a stop loss below here won't really make sense. Rather put it below, but at the same time it was risky. But I see it went up, and maybe one of the best ways that I could have caught it was after this happened, like this impulse, and then when this correction happened, especially on the exactly like this, like first touch, second touch, here on the third touch is with this hammer. This is where I could have caught it and then bought in, and let's just see, could have went up 18 pip stop, and then yeah, right now maybe we'd be looking at a 14x, but first take profit being here is a 3x, second take profit 7x, and all those types of numbers. But with this one here, how far are we going? Let me just see. The next take profit areas that we are coming into is right here all the way upwards. So already this is helping me set myself up for success, especially when it comes to NFP trading, because it's very important of you to be able to just know what you are looking for before even expecting what the NFP market is going to say. So only that is, people trading the reaction, and then automatically once that reaction happens, you wait for price to cool off. Once it cools off, then you take advantage of that setup that you've been eyeing or looking at. And then US 30, same thing, the exact same thing. We spoke about price coming here, first touch, second touches. We spoke about price coming here, was still here, and I was like, price has to come here, retest, and then we'll just see what happens, how it goes. And yeah, I can see price literally just went, broke below, came back up, more like a double top, and then it went down. This one here was a bit tricky, because obviously looking at it, stops were taken out right here, because this is where stop losses would have been. Let's say for instance right here, stop loss. So obviously it means that, however, like let's say how I was looking at it, was an entry at this break and at a retest, which is somewhere here, and stop loss here. See that price was going to take us out somewhere here, take profit here was going to be close to being hit. But this is where it's amazing, because this does not mean it's the end. I know that for most people this would be the end, but for us it's not the end. Because why? We understand that there's what we call re-entries in the markets, which means that right now this would have also been a sign of a re-entry. Like let's say for instance, I'll spot this area more like this, and then let's just say price see this first touch, second touch, price is broken below. Plus as well, I'm looking at this candle right here, boom, putting this up here. So first touch, second touch, right here, third touches, price, this would seem like a breakout obviously. Then two candles bearish, they came back in structure, this bullish candle, the next bearish, and this bearish, this would be almost like a confirmation, because this bearish is the one that's showing that price is more determined to go all the way downwards. But I wouldn't really take such a trade, because anyway stop loss was not gonna make sense compared to take profit. But ultimately where I'm going with this is that we did go all the way down to the 90% rule right here, and then we went all the way down to hit take profits. And with what I'm seeing moving forward, there's a high chance that price can still break below here, and we still see, you know, USD continue to go all the way downwards. And maybe our second areas of target could be somewhere around here. This is what we might see NFP dropping all the way down to. So that is US30. And then we just take a quick look at US tech, and then last we're gonna look at gold, and then we're gonna call it a session. But this one here, it was amazing. You guys remember, I want you guys to go back to the preview. If you're not watching that video, you're doing an injustice to yourself, because guys, it's not about how much you made from these, like let's say for instance, for me, it's not about how much I made, it's about the knowledge that I have. Because the money that you can make is not valuable compared to the knowledge that you can acquire. You know, you can make 10K today, but it's the knowledge that helps you be able